Ay Archana oina, ay English ki ozan.
Hello class 8. Today we have a new lesson for you, and the lesson is a brave heart dedicated to science and humanity. Ngasi anoba lesson nama tausi chapter number 13 ni class 8 ki lesson gi maming na a brave heart dedicated to science and humanity. The lesson is about men and women who worked with courage, commitment, dedication, and singleness of purpose in their effort to attain the unattainable. Lesson is sida akoina tawdori se karino. Aphaw nupi nupa mayam ama lay. Karamba nupi nupa. Yam kanna hotnaraga ko dedicated oida thawai pukning hakjang yauna hotnaraga. Mayam na phangbangam daba mayam na khangbangam daba do adubu puthorakpa ngamba nupi nupa kayagi wari ningasi akoina kasi sigi parasa tamdoise. They were driven by their indomitable spirit and dedication. Ko makoi lepa laitaba hotnaba kanba adugumba makoi de yauzarakpa magun singdo aduna akoina ngasi sangsarjida ahongba kayama ubo phangini ko. Examples of such men and women ko sigumba nupa nupi maming khara pallabada kana Columbus, Vasco da Gama. They were both discoverers. Robert Peary, the man who raced to the pole. Hillary and Tenzing, who reached to the top of Mount Everest. Sir Ronald Rose, the man who fought against malaria. And we also have Armstrong and his team who landed on the moon. Asigumlaba apawba mi mayam sige manungda. We are going to discuss about, talk about one particular woman, Nupi Amakaki wari ni akoina tamdoisi, who dedicated her life to the cause of science and for the welfare of humanity. Mapunsi kathokiba, miyoiba gidamakta, science gidamakta, bigyan gidamakta, chawkhatnaba gidamakta, kathokiba, aduguma nupi amagi wari ni akoina ngasi tamdoisi. And who is that woman? That woman is none other than Marie Curie or Madame Curie, whom we popularly know as. Akoina yam line akoina adum khangnaba akoina hena Madame Curie haraga hena khangnei ko adugi wari ni akoina ngasi tamdori se. And she is none other than the woman who gave us radium, or we can also say the woman who was behind the discovery of radium. And we also have a picture of Madame Curie here on the screen. Ko Madame Curie ki picture su leire yengo to. Now, Madame Curie or Marie Curie was awarded 2 times the Nobel Prize for her discovery in physics and chemistry. Nobel Prize anirak phangi, amuktang nate anirak ni physics da ama, chemistry da ama. Now let us know a little bit about Madame Curie's life or Marie Curie's life. Kam haki mapunsi kamaina torakhige, kadai da horakhige, karamba makhagi punsi hingakhige yengsi ko. She was born in 1867, November 7, in Warsaw, Poland. And her real name was Maria Sklodowska. Ko mahaki maming asengba tasu itoe na khoi gi textbook tasu yawe munna pabiyu ko. Her aim or her dream or her ambition in life was what? To study science in Paris. Paris sa chatlaga bigyan tamba, science tamba. Mahaki mapunsigi ambition oirame. But she belonged to a very poor family. Yeah, kara laira ba kara nangba imung amada pokpana. She could not afford her studies. Mahak lairik tamba ngamamde. Makhatan tamdhabadu mahak ngamamde. So what did she do? Mahak kay Dorabi? She took up a job as a governess. Ko angang lawba, angang senaba, adugumbagi thabak ama lawkhatle, saved money, paisa tungjale, and went to Sorbonne University of Paris to study science. Ko University of Paris ta mahak na science tamba chatlameba paisa tungjalaga. And asigum na paisa tungjalaga larik tamba chatlamba nupi machado aduna kay Dorami. She topped her class with honors in physics and mathematics. Ko physics ka maths ka damahak ki whole class to the university dugi class to the damahak na top Dorami ko. Yang wana like tamba chatle, but she came out with flying colors. Hotna bale payade na khoisu hotno. This is what the lesson is trying to imply. Now, as you know, she was studying science in the University of Paris. She met her future husband, Pierre Curie. Ko mahaki husband oigadoiba mahaka kon lohongadoriba Pierre Curie se mahak thengnare. They met in the university, and fortunately he was a brilliant scientist but very poor. Mahaksu yamna power scientist, yamna haiba mi misak ama oirami, but mahaksu yamna lairaraba nupa ama oirami. They fell in love and got married in 1895. 1895 to makoi luhonge. They had a daughter, Irene Curie, by the name ko Irene Curie ko makoi ani machanupi ama lairami. We have a picture here, mahaki picture su laire ko. And fortunately, Irene Curie was also a very studious, a very brilliant scientist, and she was also later awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1935, jointly with her husband for discovering artificial radioactive. Mama lagi traba matungda ko mahaki machanupi Irene Curie sisu Nobel Prize awardee ne ko recipient ne ba mahaksu Nobel Prize award phangiba adugumba nupi ama oirami ko mahaki machanupi sisu. Now, we have seen a bit about Marie Curie's life. Let's move further. Ko makai yengsi mahaki mapunsi kamaina karamba makalgi mapunsi na how she discovered radium makai yengsi ko. Now, she had lived a very simple, very hard, poor, shabby life. Mahaki mapunsi se nungai mapunsi nate yamna waba, yamna lairaba, icham chamba, but yamna tsuba nomba kanban punsi ama oirame ba mahaki mapunsi se ko. She was hardworking, and at the same time, Marie Curie was very sincere. Their laboratory was in a shabby wooden shed. Makoigi lab to laboratory do ko where science experiments are performed. Science ke experiment over lab se yamna phazaba mafam oiramde icham chamba una saba shabby wooden shed ama oirami leaky skylight ko nungshagi mangan ge ichang changba earthen floor laibaki floor oirami ko phazana kainoga napamde plastic ga tawramde, and there were no modern machineries and equipment. Aphabak kuzukulai amatta layramde icham chamba life neba ko. She led a very simple life. Now let us see more about Marie Curie's work. The woman scientist who discovered radium, the most radioactive element. How she worked hard. Now Marie Curie discovered radium, the most radioactive element. Quite a radioactive elements. Mahana discovered tawe. How? Kamaina discovered tauge. Adugi story yamugi yengasiko. Now, radioactive elements, they give off rays which can penetrate substances that are opaque to light. Ko nu mangan na phawbangam daba pota phawraga chatpangambani radioactive element haise, this is also very peculiarly mentioned in your textbook. Ko. Now, opaque kadikay no, through which light cannot pass. Now, uranium was Mary's topic of interest. Uranium se Mary ne yamna study tawninga. And from where do we obtain uranium? It is obtained from pitch blende. Pitch blende ko put amandaki mahagna uranium is obtained tawdoineba. And pitch blende is a black radioactive mineral, very hard and expensive substance. Yamna tangba ko ya phangbada yamna waba adugumlaba posak amaneba pitch blende has a substance amani ko radioactive mineral ni masidai sida uranium yawi. Mary knew it, but unfortunately she could not afford to buy that much of pitch blende. Mana yamna lairaga madu experiment tawba mahak ngamamde. And for your information, uranium gave off rays which men could see through many substances. Uranium na rays mayam thaktorakaneba. Karamba rays through which we can see, many substances which could penetrate through many substances. Substances light na rays na penetrate tawbangam daba adugumba substance pa penetrate tawbangam rays bitho eba uranium sina. And this property was discovered by Henry Becquerel in 1896. 1896 ta uranium na sigumba rays bitho have say Henry Becquerel na already discovered tawzagrabaneba. But there was more. Mary knew there was more. Mary na khangeba sidagi uranium de henba yawezi khangeba mahna amuk kari khangami polonium and radium kauba. Ko asigumba leftover rays maning the lemhover rays khara lai habise Marina khangeba ko leftovers of uranium, polonium and radium masigi pot ani se Mary knew it, and these two rays were more powerful and more radioactive ko amuka hena uranium dagi hena powerful oil hena radioactive oil. Now one interesting topic is how were polonium and radium discovered and how were it named? Kamaina maming thongrino, kamaina discovered togrino. Let us learn. Ko amuk yengsi ko. Mary and Perry began to work more. After, they were very curious. Henna khangning baduna makoi ke dore, henna thabak suningame. And by God's grace, Ishorgi Tauzandagi, they received a gift from the Emperor of Austria, who was a very, great fan of Marie Curie. Ko Marie Curie ki yam achoba fan ama Emperor of Austria sina gift pirame Marie Curie. The karino gift se a ton of pitch blende. Pitch blende ton nama pirame. So with that, what did she do? Makidaurami. She started working hard. They toiled day in and out. Ko ayuk nungdang khatana lolame pitch blende se no rest, no food. Pothade, jade, adom pitch blende se lolaga mahaki filter tangnona ba makoina hotnarame. They boiled, they burned. Ko lolami, maitharami, overpowered by heat in summer and frozen cold in winter. Indhamdagi ingrabadu da sudum lolami, kalengi sagraba maisadu da sudum pitch blende se lolame. And working day in and out, ayuk nungdang thabak surabdina kay dore, health of Mary deteriorated. Mary gi haksang do phibam soksalae ko. Moreover that, adugi mathakta miseries of poverty, lairabagi awabana made them suffer more. Hena wahalame. But what happened? On a tiring September night, yamna waraba September gi nungdang amada, in the year 1902 da, before bed, tumba changdringai da, what did Mary do? Mary na kay torame. She went to her lab to check the hundreds of glass bowls she had filled with filtered pitch blende. Mahang na ne. Glass bowl chama mukse pitch blende filtered tora hapa ga thamme magi lab sida. Madu check tawge na mahak na 1902 gi September nungdang amada mak tumdringai da yengba changame. And what did she see? Mahana kari urami. Hundreds of soft bluish purple light coming out of the glass bowls. Ko glass bowl dudagi rays mayam thaktorak padu mahak na urame. And what had she discovered? Radium. Radium had been discovered. Ko madugi posak to maduda thaktori ba rays to kanam tan ate kaim tan ate radium never ko. A tiny pinch of white powder like salt. Tumman ba suktang ko pinch ama haine ko thumgi pinch ama adugum laba angoba machugi powder duna kay dara was the biggest gift Mary gave to mankind. Mary na akoy de pirak pa kwaidagi achoba miyoy ba na pangbada kwaidagi kanaba ko achoba gift ama Mary na akoy de kudoloy na pirame. She had discovered radium mahagna radium putho ame ko. And what did she say to her husband? Mahake husband Pierre Curie the mana kay harami. Do you remember the day when you told me that you wanted radium to have a beautiful color? Nangna radium se machu yam phasahaningi hydra. Look at the soft bluish purple color haina mahagna magi husband to the yengam. Now rays of radium could penetrate through the hardest of substance. This is for your information. Please remember, rays of radium can penetrate the hardest of substance except lead. Ko lead na tana atay loy na magmahag penetrate tawbangami. So Marie Curie, Pierre Curie, and Henry Becquerel were awarded Nobel Prize for discovery of uranium, polonium, radium in 1903. And why is that ray named polonium? Polonium was named in honor of her country, Poland. Unfortunately, in the year 1906, Pierre Curie was knocked down by a horse-drawn wagon and killed. 1906 ta mahaki husband Pierre Curie laikidre ko mahak sagon gari ma dagi taraga mahak laikidre ko. Then in 1911, again Marie Curie was awarded Nobel Prize in Chemistry. At the beginning of the class, I told you she was awarded Nobel Prize twice. Anirak phangi ko physics ta ama aduga 1911 da chemistry da amuk sumahak se phangami ko. This is a very important point that you all should remember. Anirak phangi physics ta ama chemistry ta ama ko. And unfortunately, due to failing health conditions, because of overworking, in 1934, Mary died. Mary Lake Kidreko, 1934 da. She had given her life for the cause of science and humanity. Science chawkhat na bagida makta, miyoy bagi kana bagida makta, mahagna pothada makai ko mahana aduki matik hotnaraga mahaki mapunsi boba mahaka interjection dana man mapunsi boka to ami hai yai. Marie Curie gave us radium. We should not forget this. Marie Curie na akoi the radium pyramid. And we all should always remember that the benefits of radium is incalculable. Radium ki kana basidi khud thek dana kana dre. Kai decision ai we use it in treatment of cancer, typhus, cholera, anthrax ko sigumba laina mayam se sidagi ngak thok na bada koina radium seasoning. So, my dear students, we should always remember that Marie Curie dedicated her life for the service of humankind. In every great man and woman, there is a desire to discover the truth. So isoidana ko nakoi dasu yaurongani mipung khudingmakta asengba khangba ko mayamna khangdaba ama khangningba ma isoidana yaurongani. And Marie Curie was an extremely courageous person who defeated all odds. Mahaki lairaba mahaki failing health condition, her poverty, her miseries, loinamak fight tauraga mahakna akhoi de pira iba khudol sina. What can we conclude? We can conclude that Marie Curie was an extremely courageous person and we should never forget to honor her.